back with more Buffy. This is episode 20 of season 2, so close to the end of the season. Very exciting. Last episode we had I Only Have Eyes for You. I really loved it. It was very interesting the way they kind of powered out things with Buffy and James. Lots of really great stuff going on with that, and that ending with Spike. Awesome. Cannot wait to see that story continue. I don't know if it'll be in this episode or maybe that 2-part finale. We'll have to see what they choose to focus on for this one. Is Oz going to be in this one? Please? I miss Oz. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah. Oh, just another thing about some of the comments I got about the last episode. I did get that a lot of the parallels with Buffy and James was because Buffy felt like she killed Angel. She killed her love in the same way that James did. I did understand that and got that from it. In my full reaction I did mention that very briefly. But I just felt like it was more appropriate to focus on another way of reading it with like Jenny's death and everything. Just because of Jenny's mentions in the episode. And because I know Angel gets his own show. And therefore probably gets his soul back. So I feel like it just didn't make as much sense for me to talk about that, given I know all of that situation's probably going to be somewhat rectified, whereas I feel like Jenny is gone for good, which breaks my little heart. But yeah, I just wanted to, you know, kind of explain why I made some of those comments. But yeah, moving on to this episode. It's called Go Fish. I've heard it's not a fan favourite. I've heard this is a bit of a... but you know, people hate I, Robot You, Jane, and I genuinely love that episode. So I kind of take those kind of comments with a pinch of salt. We'll see if this is an I, Robot You, Jane, or if it's a teacher's pet. But I'm excited to get into it, see what it's all about. Let's go. Ah, sweetheart, you're still struggling with things. She needs some, like, toasted marshmallows.
I just like being around you. That's all.
Mood.
Yes, we'll do. I suppose we're going to take a little night dip down the beach, really? Whatever.
Hey, let's get you ready for the towel.
I didn't mind your own business.
Alright, calm down, mate. Who's that Wentworth Miller? Is that Captain Cold?
See, it's fun.
Or the guy from Prison Break? I haven't seen Prison Break, so I wouldn't know his name, but...
And I can't believe Buffy. Man, that girl gives me the creep.
It is! Ew. Is that a Slovene? What the fuck? Pie. Oh, I love her so much.
Gage,
She's so wholesome.
your pie chart is looking a lot like solitaire. With naked ladies on the cards.
What's your point?
It's hard to gauge this character already.
You slap a crucial member of that team with a failing mark that would force his removal. Is that how you show your school spirit?
Yes. Well, I mean, no.
What a stupid fucking
I'm
argument.
just trying to grade fairly.
Exactly.
James is a champion. He's under more pressure than the other students.
Oh my god, no.
And
I completely disagree with
we need
you.
to cut him some slack.
I think we shouldn't. Schoolwork is important.
You're asking me to change his grade?
I never said any such thing. All I'm suggesting...
You are shady, sir.
Are you wearing a bra?
What?
Are you alright?
Come on. I mean, look at the way she dresses. Coach. How we doing, Cameron?
Coach Marin.
Everyone's pissing me off this episode.
Broken, but try to dress more appropriately from now on. This isn't a dance club.
Oh my god, fuck off. Is this guy about to die because I'm 100% okay with it? I'm actively rooting for him to be skinned. Is it the long-awaited return of Reptile Boy?
The cafeteria's closed. Not to me.
Damn. Well, hopefully he's going to be the snack.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's gross. Oh, what the fuck?
You ran like a woman.
Hey, if you saw this thing, you'd run like a woman too.
Buffy was right. According
I mean,
to the
Buffy the woman. I don't
statistics,
think she'd have
Dad
run.
and Cameron were the
Just
best
saying.
swimmers on the team.
This is so sad. We're never gonna win the state championship. I think I've lost all will to cheerlead.
Raise your hand if...
You should question him.
Really? Me? I'll crack him like an egg.
Yes, you will, sweetheart.
Watchful eye and protection.
They want their friends to go on and win that state championship.
Oh my
Start
god.
to think about the team.
Bitch. Gotta be talking about Buffy.
Oh god.
How'd you know? Just so happens, I'm recruiting.
Oh. Do vampires not like chlorine?
Was that the thing that killed Cameron?
No, that was something else.
Something else?
At least he'll believe you now.
Fortunately, we...
Great day.
Making sure she's there.
Gage, you with this or not? Come on.
Or maybe there was something in Gage's blood that Angel didn't like. Say,
Yeah.
for example, steroids.
That would explain all their behavioral changes.
And their winning streak.
So maybe whatever's in their blood is what's attracting this creature.
Oh my.
Please don't be
Now
Xander.
that
Please don't be
girl's my
Xander.
kind
Oh god, that's a lot more Xander than I ever wanted to see.
Xander?
Please, no. Oh, I need to delete this scene from my memory.
I'm dating a swimmer from the Sunnydale swim team. You can die happy. What about Jonathan? Is he involved?
Oh, no.
Cordelia is staring at him.
Peed in the pool.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't you guys
What a
get
mood.
claustrophobic in here?
Does that smell again? Imagine if you could smell TV. Like you had a scene like this, and you could smell what he was smelling. Maybe one day. Truly immersive television. Hello?
Gage?
What is going on? Stop it! They're becoming them. They're not being skinned, it's actually them. What the fuck?
I don't think
Oh boy.
this is going to need stitches.
You never asked any of the boys if they were taking anything.
Maybe I was afraid to.
Steroids that turn them into fish monsters?
We're going fishing.
Go fish. Xander's go fishing for information. I smell a rat. It looks like Silurians from classic Doctor Who.
I feel good.
Dun dun, I knew that I would know.
The steroids. Where are they?
So,
You're soaking in it, bud.
Huh?
oh
Aromatherapy. It's in the steam.
shit. What if Xander becomes a fish monster?
Those pork... They're not lost.
You're feeding the nurse to them? Oh, way to go. Gonna get eaten by Wentworth Miller. Well, hope she's tasty at least.
It's not like you were exposed more than once. Twice?
3 times the fish guy.
Whoa.
I was about to make
What
that
am I gonna
joke,
do?
like Lionel Richie.
You. What about me? It's one thing to be dating the lame, unpopular guy, but it's another to be dating the creature from the Blue Lagoon.
Black Lagoon. The creature from the Blue Lagoon was Brooke Shields.
For the win. To make my team the best they could be.
That's a lot for a win though,
You
mate.
understand? We have a shot at the state championship.
All this to win a
Which
fucking
you
swimming
obviously
thing.
skipped.
Oh god.
So what, you're just gonna feed me to him?
Well, they've already had their dinner. The boys have other needs.
No one. Willow and Giles must have rounded up the rest of the swim team.
Does my neck look scaly to you?
Well, of course it looks... It's me, Cordelia.
I don't think that's
I know you
Xander.
can answer me, but... God, this is all my fault. I still care about you, no matter what you look like.
Oh,
And we can still date. Or not, I mean... I understand if you want to see other fish. I'll do everything I can to make your quality of life better. Whether that means little bath toys or whatever.
That's not me.
Cordelia, that was kind of adorable. Oh, this is way too Shape of Water for my liking. I mean, there is something kind of creepy about those things. I think it is creepy that they used to be humans, not that they're just fish monsters. Yeah, eat him, eat him. No, drop him, eat him. Justice, bitch.
Grab my hand!
Boys, no, boys. No,
Those boys really love their coach.
See, I gotta take a makeup Kim test at 3, and then I'm meeting some of the guys for plasma transfusions at 5. Where do you think they'll go?
Home.
Home? This is going to swim out into the ocean. Alright then. If that's what they want. Okay, that definitely felt like a season 1 / early season 2 episode. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I think there were some moments of genuinely dark moments in there. That I think were quite impactful. And I liked the idea that I think it's kind of creepy that it was, actual humans turning into these monsters, as opposed to just monsters coming and eating them. I've quite enjoyed that aspect of things. And I thought it was clever to kind of think, oh, they'd been like skinned and eaten and stuff, when it was actually just their skin peeling away. I think there was something in there that was kind of worked quite well. And there were some really funny moments as well, particularly at Xander and Cordelia's expense. I really liked those two in this episode. Kind of disappointed we didn't get anything with Spike, and Angel was only in like one scene. And I thought when he first showed up, like, this is kind of forced. But then we kind of realised that he was there to kind of introduce the whole steroid issue. And I liked the kind of commentary on steroid use and, overuse on steroids. So this episode had a few things going for it. But overall, I had a lot of fun watching it. I tend to with Buffy. I never feel like... There may be episodes I don't enjoy overall, but I'm never kind of bored by any episodes, or at least I haven't been yet. So that's why I always really look forward to just sitting down and watching Buffy. I just find it quite relaxing and soothing in an odd way, even if I spend a lot of the time making stupid faces and squealing. Yeah. So I liked the kind of idea of like these people being skinned, but they're actually turning into these monsters and all that. I'm not sure how I just feel about them casually just going out to sea at the end of the episode for some reason. Why didn't they just do that originally when they first turned? I don't know. But yeah, I kind of like that whole mystery and the idea behind those monsters, even if the costumes, you know, weren't the highest budget thing ever, but I thought they were. I think there were some creepy moments and creepy-ish idea behind them. I just... I don't think it was kind of terrible how they were used, but obviously there could have been better usage, I think, but regardless, I liked it. Wentworth Miller is in this, Captain Cold. Buffy gets some really famous people in these, like, it must be quite early in all their careers. I love that a lot of these people kind of must have got some of their earlier jobs being in Buffy. I love that. That was cool, seeing him show up. That was a really nice surprise. And the, like, maid from 2.5 Men was in this as well, which is funny. Rest in peace, that nurse. That was brutal. So I liked how that all kind of, how we incorporated those guest actors. And then I liked the idea of, like, the popularity, privilege, priority kind of debate they had going on. They were talking about how popular people get, you know, more special treatment. It's very interesting because it is kind of true, and I liked how they were discussing that debate. And I feel like it was a bit extreme with the coach. He went that far just to win a swimming thing? I mean, I don't know. But I like how we kind of use this topic to discuss steroid usage and, like, privileged people and popularity meaning privilege. I liked what they were trying to do with those themes. Although Snyder, he pissed me right off in this episode. I want them to explore, like, the revelations of him knowing about the Hellmouth and everything a lot more, but we just got him being like, Willow, you need to change this guy's grade so he can win the competition for us. What an asshole. What a stupid argument he had in this episode. I completely disagreed with him. I get that he didn't want to win for the school and everything because he's the principal, but my god, like, have some fucking priorities, mate. I hated his attitude in this episode. His whole viewpoint of things I thought was completely wrong. That really annoyed me. And so did Cameron and all that. But there we are. What else? Oh yeah, so we had the whole... I didn't mind the revelation that the coach was kind of behind it all. I thought it was an interesting kind of idea. A bit far-fetched, maybe even for Buffy. But I kind of bought into it. It can be a bit ridiculous at times. You just have to go with it. It's part of the charm of the show. But yeah, I feel like Snyder and the coach's attitudes in this episode were, like, toned up way too much for it to make even a lick of sense for me. But, you know, it is what it is. I also, aside from, like, some of the dark moments this episode had going for it, I really liked some of the comedy in it, particularly Xander and Cordelia. I really liked those two in this episode. When Cordelia thought Xander had changed into one of those things and was, like, saying it doesn't matter and she still likes him anyway and they could still date and all that, I thought that was actually really adorable and really sweet. I really like seeing those moments with Cordelia. And she even had, like, a laugh with Willow at the start of this episode. It's just nice seeing her kind of integrate with this group a lot more. Playing her part, like trying to draw the creature that Xander was describing and stuff. I just really liked them as characters in this episode, and I liked them together. So that was... I really liked seeing that side of Cordelia in this episode. And yeah, Xander kind of trying to sneak into the swimming team and stuff, be undercover. I liked that aspect of it. It was nice that he was trying to help out and saving Buffy and all that when she'd got thrown in the, like, sewery thing. So yeah, I really liked that. Although that scene where he walks on with those fucking Speedos, I need that to be erased, please. I need to forget that scene ever happened. Yeah, I never want to see that much Xander ever again. Thank you very much. Good night. But yeah, it felt kind of oddly placed in terms of the season, given what we had before. The whole ending with Spike, and then we don't even see him in this episode. it seemed kind of strange how this was placed. It feels like this should have been earlier on in the season, or like in season 1. But yeah, it was just one of those weird episodes, you know, kind of a Monster of the Week thing. But it was one of the ones I feel like I kind of enjoyed a bit more. I didn't mind it. It was a lot of fun. Ridiculous, for sure. Cheesy, for sure. So I thought there must have been something up with that Cameron guy. Because of the way he was like talking about the waves and the ocean and the water and all that. I was like, my god, what kind of fucking poetry books are you reading? So I thought maybe, oh, he's like the reptile thing. He's the guy who's doing all the evil stuff. Then he got turned into other things, and that just turned out to be his personality, which was a bit weird. But there we are. So yeah, one of those episodes. But I actually kind of sort of enjoyed it. I feel like there were worse episodes in a similar vein to this one. So I'm okay with it. It was fun. I just felt like it was oddly placed in this season. But it had some funny moments in it, and a few kind of really dark and serious moments. There were some like moments of brilliance, even though the episode as a whole was kind of fairly ridiculous. But yeah, I enjoyed it overall. Didn't mind it. But I am very much looking forward to the next 2 episodes as we finish off season 2. I can't believe we're at the end already. Nuts. I hope you guys are excited for me to finish season 2 as well. I know it's a 2-part finale. Aside from that, no idea what's going to happen. No Oz again in this episode. My god. I hope we see Oz in the finale. I feel like Angel will probably get his soul back. He might have a showdown with Spike. I don't really know how it's going to go down. I mean, I'm pretty sure Spike becomes kind of a major player for the rest of the show, so I don't think he'll die. I feel like Drusilla might die, but I don't know. I don't know a thing. I don't know a bloody thing. Yeah, interesting episode, but I am so excited to finish off the season. I just absolutely love reacting to the show and watching it, and I'm so glad I started it, and it helps interacting with you guys because you've all been so good, even with episodes like this where there may not be as much to delve into in terms of themes and heartbreaking moments and stuff. It's still a lot of fun just watching and reacting to Buffy and talking to you guys about it. So I hope you're excited to see my reactions to the finale just as much as I'm excited to actually watch them. Should be great. Yeah, interesting episode. I actually kind of enjoyed a lot of it, but you know, didn't set the world on fire. But I'm very much looking forward to the season 2 wrapping up. And until then, thanks for watching.